Ajrino Ishino Ajabark Richmach, Senator Kabaka to Sain and Lam Shemaka, Iskada, Shemay Rama, Yamadi Barkazam Niklakus, Yats Makani Karmishika, the Kayak and the Mechanical Basic Trial, like others Makari Dimarame. Good Chabriku. Yea, when Kabakas Bishira, such as Prasman, Kamasa, and Rambi Amabi Murame, the Basus and Basan of Isha, Kadrohain, Vishmaya Murame, Yehesh Muramin Shamaya, Vakantamini, Akrisha, Murame. Praise the Shalom, Rayma, Vias Shalom, Alini Gako Yeshua, Murame. Elena the Shabbat, China calls. Okay, a couple of questions. ונאמר, והייתם אף כל הארץ, במהדין אחד, ישמע יחד, סקדה ויסקדה, שמי רבה, ביום הדבר, יוסי, יחמחוס, יצמח, ונב, ישיקה, וקראי חום, ויומי חום, וקראי חום, ישי שרה, וקראי חום, רידים, ישמי רבה, Ispare, Ishabak, Ispare, Ishama, Isnasre, Isagora, Isala, Isala, Shme, Vijabri, Amen. Yelo, Inkover, Kasa, Shirasa, Chishkasa, Anamasa, Abiran, Yamano, Amani, Amen. Hey, Shlama, Rabba, Mincha-Maariv, Chaim, Shekrim, Amen. Yisrael, Bimurame, Amen. Shalom, Shalom, Yisrael, Bimurame. Atira, Mikakabisa, Shawasham Kisava, Bakhachi, soon as also my aim, maybe for my convention, I'll tell you, kind of a Shamay Master, for who's acquisition, Charlotte, the Cabell service, Number, and then I can pay some man, seek to Yakutara, the idea. Skada, Skada, Shmei Rabba, the Yoma, the Bracker, say the Amlik, Papa say, the Asma, the Shikai, the Kayakan, the American, the Kaya, the Kobe Shishala, Bakala, the Smakari, Hey, the home of Samarava, Queen of the Sabarakamin, the Kainari, and the son of the Kanamikaram behind Shmaya, the Murray, Amen. Hey, Shmamarava, Mincha-Maariv, the kinds of Millennium, the Akroy Shoel, the Murray. Amen. Thanks, Shalom, the Rima, the Shalom, the Murray. Amen. Yashika. Today in Jewish history. Today in Jewish history, so on
tonight on 26th of Teves in the year 1369. So in Sicily, they started requiring Jews to wear not a yellow badge, not a yellow star, but a red one. So the Nazis were a little original with the color, but not with making us wear a star. The truth is, what's the big deal? So we're proud of who we are. We're yarmulke, we're whatever. We show we're Jews. That's the big deal. I know most people take it as a terrible thing, but we should have made us wear yarmulke and tzitzis. They should have made us wear yarmulke and tzitzis. Anyway, that was in 1369, and we're going to do now for Friday and Shabbos also, because tomorrow night, instead of the regular learning, we're going to learn a Mishnah. It's the Shleishim of Danny Neddy's father, Alex Halberstein, tomorrow night. So we're going to do another Shleishim. We're going to learn Mishnah. So we'll do Jewish this week now for them. Friday is the yard site of Rabbi Shamshon Raphael Hirsch. Rabbi Shamshon Raphael Hirsch passed away in 1888. He was one of the most prominent rabbis of his time. He was in Germany, and he led he lived in the time of the Enlightenment in Germany, where there was a big movement to light Jews, lighten Jew light, like Bud Light, so Jew light. So there's a big movement to have. That's where the Reform movement started in Germany during his time, and he was obviously a major fighter against that, but he was a tremendous person. Interestingly enough, his community, he was paid a salary by the community, and they would pay him 3 months in advance. They give him 3 months at a time. And he told his family before he passed away that he should, whenever he passes away, they should prorate whatever advance they gave him and return the rest of the money. Didn't happen. Why not? Because he lived exactly to the 3 months, right before his next paycheck. We have financial planning. We have 2 of his grandchildren that come here almost every night. 2 of his grandchildren come here almost every night. Rabbi Shamshon Hirsch, but they're not here right now. Herschel and Benji. His name Herschel is for Shamshon Raphael Hirsch. Samson is for Shamshon. Exactly. Yeah. And that is Friday, and Shabbos is the day that Shimon ben Shatta got rid of all the tzdukim from the Sanhedrin. Talking about Shimon ben Shatta, it's also a different Shimon's day than Shabbos. Shimon, it's the birthday and yahrzeit of Shimon Jacobson. Shimon Jacobson. It is Reuven's younger brother. Reuven Jacobson's younger brother. And Levi Jacobson's older brother. Also the older brother of Joseph, the viceroy of Egypt. His brother Shimon. Second oldest brother Shimon. His birthday and yahrzeit are this Shabbos. The Shabbos is also Shabbos Mevarchim. Today we bless the new month of Shvat. 2 kugels. Okay, 2 kugels in Shabbos. But if Shvat is only 2, it's Shvat. Okay. Okay, so last night we were discussing the importance of not buying not buying a stolen object from someone who's you think someone's a gana, see someone's thief, to buy the product that he just got from the back of the Amazon truck. So we're not allowed to buy from them. And we said even if they're not Jewish, doesn't matter. If they're Jewish or not Jewish, doesn't matter. So why would it make a difference? Because you would think that as long as you're not causing him to do a sin, but you are causing a sin, a non-Jew is also, even though it's not part of the 600, they're not obligated to keep 613 mitzvahs, but they are obligated to keep 7 mitzvahs on the back of Angel's card, and therefore, since we are not just not helping them keep it, but we're causing them to break it. We are not allowed to buy from them something. The only time we are allowed to buy something from someone that stole something is if we want to give it back, we want to return it back to its original owner, and we're afraid they're not going to. If it's something sentimental, if he's selling watches, yeah. If he's selling a box of perfumes, so then who cares? You don't need to return it to its original owner. You're not going to buy it to return to the original. If you really care about the owner, give him cash. He doesn't care about the. But if it's something sentimental, let's say it's a pair of tefillin the guy stole. Well, then he should maybe buy it anyway. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's a whole debate. It's not so simple. More than saying for tefillin. For tefillin, I think what's brought down is you try to buy it for something. It's not worth anything. It's worth $3. $3 max. How much a pair of tefillin worth? $3 max. So if they come over to you, you want to find a Jewish article, pair of tefillin. You downplay it. That's not worth anything because you don't want to encourage you to steal. What? Don't take it too far. Okay. Yeah. Now, even though you might say a person, he might take the stolen object somewhere else to sell. Over here, he stole. If you say you're not going to buy it, someone else is going to buy it. Highly, they're going to buy it. The stolen object. So who cares? Who cares who cares that? And why am I more encouraging him? Why can't I get the better deal? Why do I have to lose the good deal and highly they get the better deal?
You're Spanish.
But I'm Jewish and I can get a good deal. So Shulchan Aruch says, we don't worry about that. You don't be the cause of him stealing. You don't be the one to encourage him to steal. If someone else is going to, that's their problem, first of all. Second of all, the more he gets pushed off that it's not something which is going to sell, the less likely he is to steal in the future. So sometimes talking about causing someone to do something less by telling him, by not buying from him, you're going to cause him to steal less. So recently it was brought up in the media a story of a prominent author within the Jewish world who was found to do some terrible things, and he was charged, of course, with the charges, and debating in the Jewish court even before the secular court ruled anything. The Jewish court for the debating found him guilty of those things, and as soon as they found him guilty, yesterday he took his life in his own hands. Just yesterday, and so we were having a discussion last night at the supper table. If we should keep some of his books in our house, we shouldn't keep the books in his house. I'm saying we had a discussion. We made it a discussion. Should we keep? There's some. I'm sure there's some which you're going to say yes, some which you're going to say no. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm saying we had a discussion with the kids. Okay, but I think I told the kids, we put it aside, and in 10 years it might be worth a lot of money. But anyway, it's not my point. My point is that one of my kids said something very, very true, something very important. We were discussing that. My wife said that you see the importance of when someone does something to report them right away. If someone ever does, we're discussing with the kids, if someone ever touches you the wrong place, you tell right away. It doesn't matter. Don't wait. It doesn't matter if they tell whatever they tell you. Doesn't matter. You say right away. And we said it. And we said it could stop. It would have stopped so many people, other people, from getting hurt, because it starts off something small, and then they see they can get away with something small, and the Yetzer Hara is big. We have a big Yetzer Hara in us, and it encourages us to do something, take it further and further and further, and that's why you got to nip it in the bud right away. So one of my kids said something very interesting. He said, not just would have saved so many other people who got hurt from this person, but we would have saved him himself. First of all, he wouldn't have, maybe he would have gotten a little patch on his hand. Maybe he would have gone to jail for a year, and that's it. He would have come out. Huh? She also, whatever. I don't mean he as in he. In this case, it was a he. But it was he's that got hurt and she's that got hurt. But the point is that if we would have slapped him right away, we would have not just helped other people, we would have helped him. Because he wouldn't have gone so far, and we would have saved his life. And his family, imagine the embarrassment this family is going through. Zecher Tzadik Devracha, who said that? No. I'm not saying, I didn't say you shouldn't keep it. I'm just saying we had a discussion with the kids. It's an interesting supper discussion, I think. Most of the kids said we shouldn't. But I'm just saying. In any case, Shulchan Aruch says over here, you see someone stealing a little bit, stop it right away. It doesn't matter if they're only stealing a pen. Stealing a pen, he stopped from stealing a pen. If they steal a pen and they steal a case of pens, then it goes on. It goes. All right. Match. Okay, it's not correct. All right. Here. It is. Okay, you're done, so we have another 30 seconds. All right. You're right, another 30 seconds. Nachos, are we not allowed to buy that stolen object? We're not allowed to derive any benefit from it. It doesn't matter if it's Gneva or Gzela. We brought the other day, we discussed that it says, the pasuk says, it's like Gzela. You should return an object which is a Gzela. Gzela is something which is stolen, which of grand theft. Grand theft. Not robbery, which is, huh? GTA? What's GTA? Grand theft auto? Huh? What is that? It's not a good video. Oh, okay. In any case, so nachos, he says, it doesn't make a difference if it's a gneva or a gzela, if it's stolen or it's theft, it doesn't matter. As long as it's any of those, we're not allowed to derive any benefit from it. So that means if a pen is stolen, you can't write with it because you're deriving benefit from it. It says, what about if the person doesn't care? The owner wouldn't care to derive benefit. For example, a pen. It doesn't matter, he says. It doesn't matter if the owner doesn't. If it's something which was stolen, you cannot divide benefit. How come it's stolen so you're allowed to use it? What do you mean you're allowed to use it? Not so simple. You have to watch the movie of Shpizim. To watch the movie of Shpizim, it's not so much. You know, page 118. Nice. Tomorrow night we're going to learn the Mishnah.
Her after happening, she was so I don't know she had no maybe I'm great. She had my boy, seen the breakfast of mine. It's my Hoshia, I'm a Canadian Korean, it's my Hoshia, I'm a Canadian Korean, it's my Hoshia, I'm Alchemy. Yanin, if you're Korean, he's got all these Gadash, my Rabbo, the Yamadi Rakis in the Kmakus, the Yatsma, kind of a Kermishi time, the Kayak and Vek and Mechanical base show up, but that was one Kari Dimarame. Here's my Rabbi, the Bayrak, the Light, for Bishop, his service on this house, this other this house, when good job breakthrough. Yea, let me cover Casa Bishira, such as Picasso Pacamasa, the Hiram Yama, Dimarame, Fire Kuasa Dinai, and Bayrak. Bayrak, the yellow boy. Barakatarina, Elena Kaila. Mariam, maybe like the mother being in me, I let nice wish of my Barakatarina, Hamari, obviously, love relationship. You can never come in, but I'm making them a boy. The Vasco to serve him in the army, Barakatarina. Ma Yisrael, Adina, Yevayin, Adina, after Ace like nine, the heck of it, Kon Shaka, Kon Yadaka, the Hayer had very my Eva, Sharon, and Venus Akaha, Yam, the Rebecca, the Shinata, the Rebecca, the Right Phone, the Shitty up the Saka, the Rebecca, and honestly, Yadaka, the West Indianaka, Shitama, Saka, Visha. Yeah, no, you'll hit them Emmas. Because those for Camelani. Marcus Russell give it like Hamish of Nature, Hamish of Parava, Yamakula. Mikamaka, Matina, Mikamaka, the Rakadesh Narsims, Marcos got Rabanaka, became the famous alien of Yammer. Not even lost the alien boat. Then Marky Patina Saka, the Gilmic as a menu, Barakatari, oh, he's trouble. Ashkivin in the Shamba. Which more specific when you come to show me to be oil, here's my Masinwata, Barakatari, Shemaras, I'm a show. Scala Viscada, Shemay Rabba, Yamadi Bakasek, Uncle said he asked what credit occur, but she kind of Shrava. That was my curry, they were on me. He's speak the shop, he's very from this last thing. He said, I saw this houseman. Good job, Rachel. Yeah, let me cover Casa Bishira, such as custom, like a massa, the Miriam Biama, they were on me. Skada Shmei Rabba. Yom the Brakas in the Kampus said, Yas Makana Vikar Mashiach, the Kayet and the Kana Vakana Kovis Yisrael, by Dallas Makari if you were on me. Here's my rapping by Raphael Momel, Smith, Bishop, Bismarck, some Bisasa, Bisala, 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 with a good job breakthrough. Yeah, let me cover Caspishiras, such as Press, Nakamasa, the Rambamavi Muramain, the Grosso, some of us on the Kovisha, Kadamahain, the Bishmaya, the Muramain, Yesh, Lamarab, Mincha-Maariv, the Captain Malay, the Aquasha, the Muramain, Isa Shalom, Yamai, the Asa Shalom, Malay, the Aquasha, the Muramain, Lane the Shabbat, and I know close. Ja, kan cover. ונאמר ואין מלכו כל הארץ במהדין האחד ישמעי אחד סקרביס קדש רבא ויאמר דיברת סייב ימליך מחסה ויצמח וקנה וקרא משיחם וקרא יקון וימקון וקרא דקו ביש ישרואל וגלה בזמן קריב יאמר אמן וישמעי Sorry, Vishavak, Vispar, Vishrama, Visnasa, Visadar, Visala, Visala, Shneda Kucha, Brekum, Yea, let me cover Casa, Vishirasa, Tishbakasa, Nekamasa, Amiram Biama, Vimar, Amen, Yehe, Shlama, Rabba, Mincha-Maariv, the Chimes of Malini, the Aqua Yisrael, Vimar, Amen, Place and Shalom Yimrema, P.S. Shalom Malini, the Aqua Yisrael, Vimar, Amen, Zero, Rebecca, Pisa, Shavas, Shankis, Habat. It's series of us who find out really seek now I need to say Vania CC, Vania Makachin, some of my hymns, maybe the like of age or Terra, the kind of an extreme research for who's pick away them terms mark. And I have it's man secretly at the Terra Viadia. Skada, Skada, Shemerabo, Yoma, Dibraku, Savium, Link, Mother Shavi, as Mark Paganevic, Shika, the Kai, Ground, the Yamaka, the Kai, the Police Show, Bakala, Bisman Karib, Ramin, Disney-Rap, the Bayrak, and Spirit, Shava, Fire, Vishama, Visasa, Visadar, Visala, Visala, Shmedi Kucha, Brekum, Yela, Miko, Bakasa, Vishirasa, Tishbakasa, Nakamasa, Amiram, the Almavi, Ramin, Ali Israel, the Arabana, the Asmida, the Alcohol Smida, the Alcohol Mantis Game, the Aris, TV Asrahadin, the Diva Palasavia, some, the Hela Hona, Consulam Araba, Kinavakista Barakamin. Kainarikin, Sana Ravika, Kanamika Ramavahai, Vishmaya, Vimra, Amen. Yehe, Shlama Rabba, Mincha-Maariv, the Kain Tamalini, Yako Yisrael, Vimra, Amen. Place Shalom Vimra, Yasa Shamalini, Yako Yisrael, Vimra, Amen.
Special share right now. Special insights. Our portion.